little chunk asleep.
Go grab my tape measure.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing I don't have done is some spray foam.
Okay, so yeah, I'll have to spray foam it up.
Yeah, I grab a can of spray foam, go ahead and shoot it in here real good, and then just put something on the outside to cover it.
Okay, it'll be good to go.
Want, yeah, just anything you can get on the outside to
deflect the water. Okay.
This is way easier than doing this up on a ladder.
Oh. Oh. Need me to move this? A Jocko for you, kind sir.
Thank you, Doug.
That's just a sleeve to cover up the inside of the wall?
Yeah, so what I'm worried about here is since this exterior is metal,
Okay.
it's kind of like whenever you run like an electrical wire into a metal junction box, you want a connector on there.
Oh,
so it
yeah,
doesn't
definitely.
rub. So I'm going to trim just enough of this so where it'll sit down here.
Okay.
So it doesn't vibrate and rub at all.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure it fit up inside of there.
Smart move. Because I've dealt with plenty of electrical problems, not on the camper, but when I used to do electrical work, where something would be sitting up against metal, and over the years, it just works its way through.
Well, when I was learning how to wire, wire a house and wire an electrical panel and stuff, when I was doing Alex's barn, found out that your house actually vibrates.
Yes.
And so not even just it moving in the wind or anything, but just vibrations from everything.
Yep.
On stuff to wear, I was like, wow, that's...
And it's settling and all that stuff.
Right, yep.
Feed it for a vibration, right?
Yep. These things are pretty darn quiet, but man, anything else you can add to it, and then I'm gonna screw it down to the pallet just so the dogs don't knock it over.
Oh, okay. And I'm thinking I'm gonna make a pallet cage to keep them completely out of it, and for the winter, put vinyl or a roof over it so that no snow, ice, or rain will hit it, so it doesn't potentially freeze. I'll move it out some.
Yeah. So it's square.
Now, if I put a pallet behind it as a block, do I need to move it out more?
Yeah.
Okay, so should we move it to the edge now?
We can, yeah.
Yeah.
Want to move it out? Yeah. If you want to give it, it'll tell you, let's see, there is a minimum distance right in here.
Because I want to make a full cage around it, so none of the puppies or milk dud or anything gets to it, or even the chickens.
30 centimeters. I don't know what 30 centimeters is.
Huh. Conversion time.
Everything for it right there.
So I would just scan it, or just call them up with that number?
Call them up, yeah. Anytime you call them, they'll probably ask you for this, and so it'll be right there.
Oh, okay. I need to take a picture of that,
Yeah, absolutely.
just to have it right now.
That's the best way to do it. Because that tag will wear off in a
There
short
we
time.
go.
So I'm gonna leave this line set whole. So
Okay.
Whenever you get ready to move this, if you want to take it off the trailer, if you need to move it around, got to move the condenser or anything, you'll have the extra line there.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't have to buy any new copper.
Cool. Is that 16 feet? I don't think so. I looked on there. I didn't see anything that said 16 feet. I think they sent a 10-foot one. A 10-foot line set.
And it looks like a 10-foot.
Yeah. Oh well. It's like Teflon tape.
It's similar, yeah.
Like in theory.
In theory, exactly, yeah. So it's same theory. The only difference with this is it won't compromise the refrigerant.
Okay.
It won't hurt the compressor or anything. It's specifically designed for this application. And yeah, it's great stuff.
That's awesome. So is it like a almost like a glue, or epoxy resin?
It is, so it has the consistency of super glue, but it doesn't dry.
Oh, okay.
So it's almost exactly, it's not, it's like as tacky, but it doesn't stick. It never dries up.
Gotcha.
And it just, my assumption is it just fills any of the imperfections in
From the
between,
machining.
Yeah, between the copper and the brass, and it works great.
That's awesome. And just like that, the super toxic cooling gas is running.
No, this is the new H1, Dud, that they just phased out again, and they're making a new one. I will tell you, the older stuff, like the R22, it has, well, actually, let's see, they all have chlorine in them. This has a hydrogen, it's a hydrochlorofluorocarbon, and they used to just be chlorofluorocarbon. Man, when you burn that chlorine in here, when you're welding and stuff, you breathe that in.
Oh.
It has ruined my sense of smell.
That's no good.
No, it's really not. That's another reason why I'm glad I'm not doing it anymore. And I love these. I don't have to weld anything.
Right.
You know?
Just connect up and that's it. Well, pull vacuum and then that's it.
Check for leaks.
Is the water soapy enough?
It should be. See the bubbles there. Good. There. Yeah, it looks good.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, Dud, yeah, if you want to go ahead and plug it into your inverter,
Oh no, it has to be wired in.
it's wired in.
Yep.
So the basic explanation of the refrigerant cycle through here and how it works, which I didn't know anything about AC before I started doing AC, but the compressor pulls the refrigerant in as a gas, and then it compresses it and pushes it into this condensing coil that's out here. And the condensing coil pushes the hot air that's created through that condensation process out, sends that liquid refrigerant inside, to a metering device, which then makes it evaporate in what's called the evaporating coil, which absorbs the heat energy from inside, puts it into the refrigerant, comes out here, and then it all gets expelled out through here. So it goes from a liquid to a gas, and that evaporation inside the inside coil is what makes it cold inside. And then on a heat pump, basically speaking, it just reverses all that. So the function of this outside coil basically is what happens inside, and then what's happening inside when you're running the cooling happens outside.
That's awesome. And then all the the condenser inside will just drain out right here.
Correct, yeah. That the condensed water, the condensation that builds up like on a cold beer can or a cold soda when you go outside, it'll do the same thing inside. So it's collecting all that humidity from the inside environment, and it's condensing on there, running off and coming down here, which contributes to the quality of the environment inside. Lower humidity and lower temperatures make it more comfortable.
Awesome. Well, thanks to my brother Jason and his impeccable skills. What are those dogs doing? Hey, the puppies are scraping their butts up against the tree and biting on stuff, but it's just like seeing a squirrel. But
dogs.
Yep, pretty much. But thanks to him, we got the mini split installed. Everything is working fine. It's running off of solar, off a 2,000 watt Renogy inverter. We're going to be testing it out, upgrade, add more batteries, do all of this stuff. It's working out great. Thank you all for watching. Shalom.